Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Season 2, Episode 2 of the Real Sociedad Rebuild. Don't forget, if you're new around here, hit that like button and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We're getting into this straight away, and we're hopefully going to be adding some fantastic signings to this squad. £31 million to invest in this squad for this season. Let's see what we're going to do by the end of this window. Welcome back. So the transfer window is officially ended. So as you can see, if we go into our little history here, as you can see, we've been quite, I would say, a little bit busy with the transfer market itself. As you can see, we're bringing Usman Diamonde. So he's came in for a total of 43.5 million. This is going to be spread over monthly payments as well. So as you can see, fantastic player and an addition to this side, which is really, really good. We've brought in Rudy Bargi as well, who's went back out on loan to FC Copenhagen. He'll go back there on a season-long loan. We just didn't have any placements for him so far this season. He's going to get some first-team football elsewhere in the meantime. Brought a loan for Levi Colwill here as well. He's came in on a loan with an option to buy, which is very high at £63 million. We've brought in Pablo as well. Obviously, as you can see, ex-Manchester City, ex-Genoa, ex-Mallorca. He's came in for £17 million. We just need some strength in the right back position, as you can see. Really good, well-rounded player. On the outs, so we sold a centre back for 14 million. He was just getting on at an age, and I thought it was the perfect time to cash in on him. Saudi Arabian clubs come in, we may as well snap their hand off for that kind of fee. Sold back Becker as well for a total of 4.3 million pound. Just wasn't really featuring for us. Johns also went out as well for £1 million. And that was probably about it, other than Arson. We also sold Arson for pretty much pennies as well, 625k to Middlesbrough. Just wasn't going to feature now after a couple of changes with the team. Bit of a rough start, as you can see, to the season. Beating Genoa 5-1, drawn against Valencia, drawn against Real Madrid, and then losing 1-0 away from home against Almira. Very poor from us, but yeah, not too good at the start of the season. Tactic wise, done a few changes. As you can see, we've dropped that Cam spot to more of a centre midfielder and attack role now. Wing backs are now as support options, and we're also going to put a ball playing defender on just defend rather than the cover as well. So this is how we're going to look for this season. Still going on that attacking mentality, not looking at anybody into place so far for this season, and then hopefully we can sort of shape up better than we have started at the start of the season. As you can see, sat 12th in the league. So we'll see what happens come the end of this season. Fingers crossed we can come back with hopefully a top 3 finish again. As we can see, after the end of the season, as you can see, we fell down the pecking order by one place. Alvarez finishing in third, so a fantastic season for them. Barcelona becoming the champions this year, after Real Madrid really did get a lot of goals this season. 1 point difference between the two leaders as well. As you can see, sort of a really poor season from us if you compare this season to last season. 74 points this year and a total of 84 points last year, so 10 points difference as well. Going into the squad though, the new signings, as you can see, I've did a little had a little look. Levi Colwell, where he's been on loan, fantastic. Usman Diamonde has been absolutely fantastic since he's came in as well. Obviously, the likes of Sergio Gomez couldn't be registered based on the fact of the salary cap. Probably look at cashing on him next season, and it might be looking likely that Azabal looks to make a permanent move to the Saudi Arabian League as well. There's a couple of interest being shown for him as well. Obviously, as you can see, he got a lot of goals last season, but this season he's starting to fall off. He's 30 years old now, but if we can get around that 64 to 70 million pound mark from him, that'd be absolutely fantastic. We'll just have to wait and see at that point. Um, Other players, the likes of Martin here, he did have a fantastic season as much as I thought he was going to. Calvin Phillips still having really good seasons while he's here with us in Real Sociedad. A couple of players asking for new contracts, which we're going to have to reevaluate because of the salary cap inside of the Spanish leagues this year. Sadiq, 31 games, 5 goals, so not as many goals from him this year as well. Nelson Viper, 35 games, 11 goals from him, so a lot more games for him this year as well, which is nice to see. Just a shame with regards to Nelson Viper, 11 goals is really, really where we're lacking. We need to see some more goals hit the back of the net because it's really starting to trouble us a lot more. Um, Alvaro here wants to make a move elsewhere because he's not starting many games after we've signed Pablo here. Pablo, obviously, as you can see, came in, played fantastic, 8 assists, 3 goals, average player rating of 7.29, which is fantastic from him as well. If we look in the under 19s, we've got a few players coming through the youth rankings, which is really nice to see. Might be able to capitalise on some of those. I haven't really had a look at them. So this guy's looking all right. There's another guy here looking all right as well, which would be fantastic. Obviously, we've got the likes of Rooney Bargy coming next season as well. So we may capture a nice deal for Mikel here and get that 120k back for the wages to be used as well. Obviously, two 30-year-olds there, Sadiq and Mikel. It's not a massive issue. I mean, we've still got Calvin Phillips, who's 31, which we'll probably look to sell next year because of that age. And we'll go from there. But as you can see from the wages, the top earners, we've got Mikel, we've got Martin as well, Usman Diamonde after that, but not really too big on him. There's the two players at the top there, as you can see, are the big clinical ones that we might have to cash in on in the summer to free up some wages to do some recruitment in the new season. So very unhappy that we have dipped off as well. But as you can see, stats-wise, we did really well in some areas. Beating Real Madrid 7-2 in the semi-final, but then we got beat 4-2 off Barcelona. It's a big shame, but 7-2 is a massive victory against Real Madrid away from home. Looking down here, as you can see, we've got around the 16 of the Champions League knockout stages where we actually got beat off Benfica. A couple of upsets as well throughout the league, as you can see, losing against some mediocre games. I mean, if we go back to the start of the season, when we lost against Almeria, we lost against Alvarez. Barcelona, obviously, is one of the big dogs we're trying to chase. Atletico Bilbao we're losing against there. Once again there, we're losing against Getafe in the semi-final of the Copa del Rey. Benfica should be a one where we should be able to get a result from as well. Barcelona again, Sevilla's another one. The problem I think we had this year was the amount of draws we actually had. So if we have a quick look, 11 draws we had this year. We only lost 6 games, but 11 draws is crazy amount of draws to have this year. So that's where it cost us a lot of points. If we'd have took a lot of them draws and turned them into wins, probably would have seen us get the title, if I'm totally honest. Coming in next season, though, we've been given £25 million to reinvest in the squad, so that is wholly dependent on who we sell in the summer as well. So fingers crossed we can do some big transfer moves in the summer. We can start seeing some sort of movement in the team and really challenge for the top 2 spots come next season. If you did enjoy this episode, don't forget, leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one of this part 3, season 3 of Real Sociedad. Bye for now.